Coach, tough loss at home. Of course, there's injuries that the team is dealing with, but it also seemed like there was just like a lack of passion, not real intensity on the court tonight. How do you find that spark or spark your team to finish out the season strong?
Yeah, I kind of disagreed to start off with. Like, I think the intent was right. There's a patch there I call a timeout because we go quick shoot it, and we spoke about the ball movement being real key tonight. But I know that came from a place of trying to help our scenario. And I look at what we did in the third quarter. I look at patches we had there. We get runs of 3 stops, and we just can't put the ball in the hole. So I think there's a moment right now where the guys are battling that hard that then when things still don't go your way, it is a challenge to keep that mindset, to keep pushing. And that's what I've felt a couple times in these last 2 games where it's just physically gotten that hard. And that's the challenge I've got right now as to how do we quickly turn this around, keep finding the positives. I said at last press conference that we're alive until we can't get 3 wins to go in my mind, and so that's still alive, and that's what we've got to hang on to is, we're going to have the exact same team, maybe less going into Illawarra, so it is what it is. No one's going to care about it. We've got to find a way to deal with it, and right now I absolutely can't fault the effort that I get from the guys, and it's disappointing here that it maybe visually looks like that because I know they're giving us everything.
This is the second game where you guys have had a substantial amount of turnovers. I guess, how do you clean that up? Is it slowing down the pace? Is it making sure the team runs the play? How do you make sure you clean up the turnovers going into Illawarra?
Yeah, like one of the challenges right now is we just haven't had practice time. Like we wanted games thick and fast there when we were playing 1 a week, and now we haven't. Like Josh Adams hasn't practiced with us. We haven't had enough bodies to go, and I think that's what I've seen in our sloppiness is just not being able to get those reps on the practice court. The reality is we won't get that before Illawarra as well, so we've got to find a way to get that done through film and making sure that we understand what the details are that we need. And I thought we had that tonight. There's great patches where the ball moved and we found each other. We just we shoot 30%, 37% from the field. Like, we don't have that margin of error right now. We've got to be able to put those ones in the hole. 20 offensive rebounds, outstanding. The amount of times we miss our own shot on those, they're the things right now that we don't have that wiggle room in the way that we need to play.
Mitch, I saw you gather the team at the end of the game, and you guys were talking for quite a while at half court. What were you saying to the team, or was it someone else that was speaking?
I just wanted to make sure that we stay together. We're the ones that have kind of dug a hole for ourselves, and we're the ones that are going to get us out of it. Again, glimpses of us playing our best basketball is fun. It's fun out there to play like that. There's times where the ball doesn't move, we shoot quick shots, and then the fun of basketball kind of disappears. And I think there's times where we get stops and we want to run and everything like that. And the frustrating part is we're not rewarding ourselves on the offensive end after we do come up with good defensive plays or execute our defensive schemes. And I think that's where the frustration probably comes in. But again, I've said it before, like what I do love is no one points fingers. We go back, we watch the tape, everyone does a good job of reviewing the game, and then we come together and what can I do better? What can we do better as a group collectively? And then we move forward. But yeah, I think the frustration is because we're not rewarding ourselves.
Well, Coach, you just said it. The hope is still alive to make postseason play. What would be, I guess, the main focus for your team moving forward that you would like to see them improve on?
Yeah, like this next one, I just spoke to the coaching staff. Like, it's about get back to our home base stuff and just be great in that area and sustain that for longer. I think we have 2 great quarters. Previous game, I think when we go back to this, there'll be some really great stretches as well. How do we continue to sustain that? And we've asked a lot of bodies, but I love how Josh Coonan came in tonight, gave us a real spark in his opportunity. Tristan Devers has been doing that. We'll need to lean into those guys a bit more and keep believing. Like, the adversity we've dealt with all year, nothing should be surprising to us the rest of the way. It's just put our head down, pound the rock, and keep our habits strong. And when we do that, we're always a chance.
That's it for me. Awesome.
Reece, over to you.
Yeah, Norto, similar to what Justin said, it feels like the effort was there tonight. I mean, you finish up with 20 offensive rebounds, you end up taking more shots than them, and I mean, sometimes the ball just doesn't fall for you, and they did shoot the ball really well. I mean, against the odds, did you feel like the effort was there tonight? I mean, we heard what Josh said after the game on Wednesday. Did you feel like you responded at least in the effort areas?
Yeah, I think in patches for sure. There's still times where we can be a lot better. Getting back on D-trans or just little things like that. I think that's a result of us, not having too many bodies. So at the same time, if you can't get back, if you're tired, put your hand up, get your brother in. And like Justin said, we had great minutes from JK and TD. So we've got guys that are there that are capable of playing in this league. So for me, it's go as hard as you can for as long as you can, and put your hand up and get your teammate in. So those are the areas that I'd like to see us focus on.
You're the last person in the league that'll ever make excuses, but the reality is this was your third game in 6 days, and you're missing 3 really important players. I mean, what is the physical toll right now? How are you feeling personally? How's the group physically?
Man, I get to play basketball for a living, so it's the best job in the world. I could play 3 games in 3 days if I really, really had to. I prefer not to, but at the same time, we do have a deep roster. We can trust in a lot of players on our squad. So at the same time, we did want games to come thick and fast, and we still need to play the same amount of games as everyone else in the league. There's no surprise there. So for us, it's just about what we can do in between.
You go to Wollongong now on Monday night, and obviously the odds are against you, but we've seen some pretty crazy upsets across the league over the last few weeks as well. I mean, there's no reason why you can't go in there with everything to play for and be the latest team to pull an upset.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I believe in this squad, and as long as we stick to our home base, continue to move the ball, play defense, rebound, and run, we're going to have some fun. So, there's always something wild happens in Illawarra, I believe. So, we're just going to come out and play good, strong bullets basketball, and do our best for sure.
Justin, at the start, you mentioned that you might be more likely to lose bodies than gain bodies before Monday. Is anyone else now in danger of missing after tonight?
Yeah, it's kind of a little early, but we've got guys that are playing injured as well, which most of the people play hurt this time of year. But there's we've got to review whether it's smart to take some people to Illawarra and put them more at risk, or just go with what we've got and find a way to get bodies back for New Zealand. That's our hope, is that we'll add some bodies then. So yeah, quick review tomorrow on that one. It's probably too early to really say.
Were you okay with Cairns playing for the summer shootout there at the end? Did you have any problem with that?
No, 40. I've got great respect for 40. I think he understands kind of the challenges we're going through, and appreciated his words to me after the game. And I was almost going to tell the boys not to defend the last possession so they could get it. I don't know. To me, it's good on them if they get it. For us, we don't care about that. We care about wins, and if the result goes their way, well, so be it.
No. Just lastly, what are your thoughts now going into Wollongong on Monday? I mean, like I said to Norton, there's no reason you can't go in there and cause the upset.
Yeah, no, and I couldn't wait to get here today just to see what we were going to be like. And my concern has been, does it get too hard? And I think that's our challenge right now, is we just got to be able to shake that off and not allow the next one to be too hard. And I think getting on the road when this sort of stuff goes on is a good thing for a group. So yeah, we're looking forward to get recovery. We get a couple more days rest than what we had in this turnaround. So I think that'll be good for the group. And then we go into every game preparing the same way and expecting to win, and this game won't be any different.
Thanks, guys.
Anyone else online got questions?